Good evening once again. We are starting our class. We will be looking at Kruskawallis tonight, and we said that it is an alternate to one-way ANOVA situation where you have just you have non-parametric data, and then you have more than two groups, okay? And then you want to check maybe it's a correlation or impact or effect between the two, between the variables concerned, right? So we'll look at this and then we'll look at ANOVA itself, one-way ANOVA, and these data sets will also be used, the one I sent on the classroom. That is, we have a data set for uh, this. We have it contains different minerals or protein, as the case may be, collected from pregnant women across the 3 trimesters. So for the control, we have the first trimester. Then for experiment, we have the first trimester. The MDA for second trimester, we have the control, and we have experimental. Second, that is for second trimester, we have the value too. Then for the third trimester, we have values for control and experimental. Now, you must understand that this data set, we have two things. We have the control, which is standing as an independent variable, and then the uh, we have the experimental, which is standing as a dependent variable. Okay. Now, both control and experimental are more than two groups. Groups in what sense? We have first trimester, we have second trimester, and we have the third trimester. So it's on this basis that we are using Kruskawallis and then ANOVA, because we have more than two groups. Is that okay? So we'll be using one-way ANOVA. All right, so let's kickstart what we have today, and by way of going to our Deepseek. That's the tool we'll be using tonight. I will upload the data sets now. So I expect you to upload the data sets on your Deepseek now. So let me prompt this describe. Okay, describe the data set. Uh, Clean data sets. Then we'll click on go. Let's wait for the results. We have the description of the data now. Look at it. Uh, let's look at it. Let's look at it. We have a control group. All of them are mo/mg protein. Okay. We have control and experimental group, and across the 3 trimesters, and we have 20 rows. Okay. Now on checking, the system returned that there was no empty cell. Okay. Now for the typo, okay, correct typo in control to control group for consistencies. Action, rename control. Okay, it has done that for us. Okay, so that's column names. It has done that. Then check outliers. Okay, so action, no extreme outliers are visible at a glance. Well, further, like IQ, I can confirm this. Then validate data consistency. Okay, they appear valid. Okay. All right, so let's run for our Kruskawallis first. before I will now uh, run my one way anova. If you look at the system itself, it recommended ANOVA for us because we have a parametric data set, all right, because it's an actual score. So it's not just filled in by using questionnaire observation, by questionnaire, but these are scores observed after the experiment. So let's type in compare the groups using Kruskawallis tests. Let me copy this so I can send it to meetings too. Okay, and present results in table. So let's see our results now. Okay, there's no difference in MDA levels among the groups. Now, if you look at it among all groups, you have 6 groups combined. That is first trimester control versus experiment, second trimester control versus experiment, third trimester control versus experiment. Okay, for this, is that Chris Kruskawallis. So across the 6 groups, it is we see that there is significance. There's significance, and that is my emphasis. Okay, I'm not comparing between the first trimester or second trimester. The emphasis is across the 6 groups. Okay, this is the age statistics, and this is the PE value. This is significant, and it's significant because it's less than 0.05. Therefore, we reject the null hypothesis, which okay. So let's then run post hoc test to understand uh, the point at which it is significant. Let's copy this. Show post hoc dunk test for what? Let's check the is it the total comparison for all groups comparison and present results in table. I'll copy this. Let's move on. Let's test this, and let me post this as well. Okay. Borofeni correction was used for the post hoc test, and then look at it. When the result for the post hoc test show this when they compare for first trimester control and experimental, it was not significant. That is the raw p value is significant, but for the Borofeni value not significant. Then control and control 2 actually the significance. So this is showing us at every level, what is significant. So you can use this to track uh, the points at which the variable is significant and the point at which it is not significant. Like if you look at control 2 second trimester and experimental third trimester, there's no significance. The same thing with this, there's no significance because they are greater than 0.05. So, and that is these are the interpretation below. So let's quickly compare.
The figure yours is giving you and mine is actually different.
What do you have? What values do you have? ANOVA. Compare all the groups using one way ANOVA and present the results in table, and charts. Copy this. Okay, I'll send it to us now. Okay, we have our results now. On comparing uh, control and experimental across the 3 trimesters, the result shows that there is significance because it is less than 0.01 as shown in Kruskawallis test. Okay, we have the sum of square between groups and within the groups, and then we have degree of freedoms as well as mean square and F statistics. Usually t-test, ANOVA regressions, z-test, all these are under F test. Okay, and then thereafter he calculated post hoc test for us to know at what point the significance actually exists. Okay, we have the post hoc test and then the interpretation. Fortunately, a chart did not appear. Okay, so I'll wait for you to get your results too. So we have this. Unfortunately, we have a Turkish test. It's also used for post hoc. Okay, look at it. Turkish HSD test. And it's showing us where the significance actually exists. Okay, and then we have the interpretation. All right, we're going to stop here tonight. We advise that you practice, get different data sets and practice. One-way ANOVA, Kruskawallis, ensure that you get the results that you're looking for. There are some instances whereby you prompt your AI and the result you're going to have is not uh, according to what you want, is not in consonance, all right, with your demands. That is why you must ensure to know the layout of your ANOVA table and different table. Whenever you have something different, you can requery to get what you want. I have this in mind that AI is a tool that you are the one in charge. You instruct the tool to give you what you want and not the other way round. Thank you for listening. See you same time, same venue.